Okay, so I made a video earlier, a little ranty video, and now I'd like to actually try to put something out that's actually apparently just now going, not necessarily just now going down, but continuing. And I just, I'm, I'm baffled. I do not understand why. Like, maybe there's just something that hasn't been made public that could offer more context for why I should not be feeling like Johnny Depp is just constantly being fucked over and completely just vilified in the media, in the tabloids. She hit him. He had to have a chunk of his finger reattached. There's audio recording of this bitch. We'll get to it. So I'm obviously talking about Johnny Depp, and I'm not trying to do this because I want to jump in on all of the nitty gritty details about it. But as a woman, I just want to say abuse is disgusting and bullshit no matter what the fuck hangs or doesn't between your legs. If you're a woman and you putting your hands on a man in any kind of a violent way, I'm sorry. Home dude's got full fucking right by me to just, or at the very least, with both hands, push your ass hard enough to put you on the ground. I ain't saying double your ass over, ass over end or whatever, but absolutely. So it is now being reported that Johnny Depp says that he has been asked to resign from the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Now, I just want to make it clear, I've not seen any of the movies. I like Harry Potter. I've seen all those. I've got the books. There. Right. There. But I haven't read anything beyond just what was, the initial Harry Potter stuff. So I'm not going into any details about that. The simple thing I want to touch on is, or the thing I'm not, okay. The thing I want to touch on, I got a little tongue tied, sorry, is why. I know that they're talking about he lost his case, but that's a case for libel. Let's clarify it really quick so you can see it. Libel is a published false statement that is damaging to a person's reputation, a written defamation. So, why is he being asked to resign for losing a libel suit? That's a personal thing. That has absolutely no reflection on anything else. That doesn't reflect on Fantastic Beast. It doesn't reflect on, I think, what is it, Warner Brothers that is doing all this. I didn't even go that far. It's just, yeah, Warner Brothers. Okay. Has he actually been arrested, charged with anything, indicted on anything whatsoever that should have him being forced to cancel himself? They're not even waiting for the public to do it. They're making him cancel himself. As though there is some horrible thing that it comes from him losing a libel suit. He was suing like a magazine or something that wrote an article about him that he said did not represent his side accurately. He lost the case. I need somebody to tell, what the hell does that have to do with Warner Brothers or his acting? What the hell does that have to do with anything? So I'm going to play a little clip of this specifically, and I'm going to link this regular video because I've been using this. I've transcribed some of this for another video I've been working on. And I'm sorry. I need to know why he's being fired and or being forced to cancel himself. I just
I can't hear you, baby. I'm sorry.
I don't know what else to do.
and she's like right now she's talking real low, so I'm just letting it play so you can hear everything.
I
Sorry.
thought that we had some sort of game plan.
He says, I thought we had some sort of game plan right there. I've had to listen to this a lot for trying to transcribe it. So just, anyways.
I told you what I needed. You said we should make a list, but yet you don't. Well, seeing the counselor is not gonna it's not gonna do it. It's not alone. We gotta change how we do things. And I want to trust you, and I feel like all the trust is gone. All the fucking trust is gone in the relationship because you keep splitting.
I'm not gonna be in a physical fucking altercation
Don't.
with you.
Then don't.
You fucking hit me last night. You fucking.
What about all the other times you split? Come on, you cannot act like that's about that. It's
Well,
not.
we're on a plane. I can't split.
No, and you hit back. So don't act like you don't fucking
I
participate.
pushed you.
I'm not going to get into the details of that fight. You and I both know that you split when there is no physical violence involved. And that you do it like at the very beginning of fights these days. And if you split and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight.
A couple of things to it.
Okay, so I'm going to back it up a little bit and I wanted to have that whole little bitty clip right there so that you can hear how she's like, it's almost like when I listen to it, I can almost see her like looking down and avoiding eye contact and like just being like, just kind of shifting her weight back and forth, not really wanting to talk about it. You know what I mean? And then he says, I thought we had a game plan. I assume, I haven't, again, I don't know all the details. I've listened to clips of this a lot. So forgive me if I'm not 100% on this. I will do my best to double check before I actually publish this video to verify anything I do claim and fix it. But either way, he says, I thought we had a game plan, talking about them going to see a counselor. And she responds with, a counselor is not a long-term fix. So,
Well, seeing a counselor is not going to just.
yeah, right here.
It's not alone.
She says, seeing a counselor is not really going to do anything. It's not a long-term fix.
We got to change how we do things. And I want to trust you, and I feel like all the trust is gone.
We got to change how we do things, and I want to trust you, and I feel like all of the trust is just gone.
Fucking trust is gone in the relationship because you keep splitting.
And I turned my camera off just for a second because I want to be able to let the dialogue show in just a second. She says that he's at fault as much as she is, basically. That's what she's doing. She's deflecting what he's talking to her about by saying, you're basically just as guilty as I am because you split. At least I stay and try to work it out.
I'm not gonna be in a physical fucking altercation
Don't.
with you.
Then don't.
Okay, that response right there. He says, I will not be in a physical fucking altercation with you. And she responds, don't. Then don't. Basically saying, what if I'm doing something, then don't engage me. Just ignore me. What is that going to do? Anybody out there with any kind of a fucking attitude or even the slightest, anger that dwells within you whatsoever, if you were actively in an argument or a disagreement with someone and you actively were ignored when you were in the heat of the moment, what the hell what do you think you're actually gonna do? You think you're gonna be able to calm yourself down and go, oh, he's being respectful of the wishes I laid out in that last argument we had? Or are you gonna actually lay into his ass? And if you're a violent person by nature, you're probably gonna start throwing some hands, right? Yeah. So basically what she's saying is you should just let me do what I'm going to do and just take it. You're a man, just take it. So then he obviously follows up with, you fucking hit me last night.
Fucking hit me last night. You fucking.
What about all the other times you split?
Again, deflect. What about all the other times you split? I'm sorry. We're talking about physical altercations. You literally, we're making this point right now. You're saying I should just ignore you. No. Let's talk about this. You hit me last night. Well, what about all the other times that you split when there is no physical altercation?
Come on, you cannot act like that's about that. It's
Well,
not.
we're on a plane. I can't split.
No, and you hit back. So don't act like you don't fucking
I
participate.
pushed you.
I'm not going to get into the details of that fight.
Of course not. Nope. She never actually denies it. And that to me is the most telling fucking thing about this particular audio one. She never denies that she actually puts her hands on him. So again, I need to know, why is he having to cancel himself? But I guarantee you people are still out there calling her a victim. She is not a victim. She is a classic bully and abuser, period. That's what they do. They blame you. They tell you it's your fault. Well, even if I do this, you don't have to do that. It's classic manipulation, dude. That's all she's doing. She is deflecting in and just refusing to take any actual personal responsibility for what she's done. She keeps trying to change it to a different subject and or deflect. And it just...
You and I both know that you split when there is no physical violence.
And then she admits there's physical violence. She is an admitted abuser. And she acknowledges that he is the party that leaves to avoid it. She acknowledges it, and I'm supposed to believe that he's the villain in this situation. I don't fucking think so. She is prime ex-wife material.
And that you do it like at the very beginning of fights these days. And if you split and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight.
A couple of things.
So, again, she says, if you split, and if you split and you just go into another room, that just makes it worse. You should stay in the room with me where I'm screaming at you and starting to put my hands on you. You should stay and just take it. Be a man. I'm pretty sure later in that very video, and again, I will link it below, she specifically says, be a man. Impugns his masculinity after gaslighting him like a classic abuser would to their abuse victim. It's disgusting. And again, I need to know, why in God's name am I supposed to find him at fault when she admits he's not the one who openly puts hands on the other? He says, I pushed you. She doesn't counter that. She just immediately doesn't want to talk about it. Well, I'm not going to go into the details. Of course not. Because then you might actually have to admit you were the aggressor. You were the one who did it. And you are the abuser. I know that may blow some other people's minds, especially that I'm a woman accusing another female of being an abuser. It happens every fucking day. And if you don't believe it, then that's why you are part of the problem, dude. You need to re-educate yourself. This woman has absolutely no business being called a victim. She is a classic abuser and he is a victim. So again, I need to know from Warner Brothers and from everybody else, why is he not a victim when she openly admits she is the aggressor and that he attempts to make the situation better by leaving? In her own words. That ain't nobody else saying that. That is her own words. It just don't make no damn sense to me. It just doesn't. I don't think it's ever going to. Sorry. Anyways, that's all I got. Yeah. If you made it this far, I just wanted to do the obligatory thank you for watching. There's stuff and things you can do. See, I'm a professional. I got this. Nailed it. Yeah, sorry that I don't really have like an intro or an outro yet. Really, I'm new to this, so we're going with it. Either way, have a good day. Peace.
Is that really your idea of how to run a newspaper?
I don't know how to run a newspaper, Mr. Thatcher. I just try everything I can think of.
Charge, you know perfectly well there's not the slightest proof that this armada's off the Jersey
Hello,
coast.
Mr. Bernstein.
Excuse